Hey guys, welcome back to How to Train Your Gavin. I am doing a reading vlog for the entire weekend, which is, well, I'm just calling it Becca's Bookoplathon weekend. It's a 48-hour readathon that's happening midnight tonight. It is Friday, but at midnight tonight, as soon as the clock strikes 12, we are reading for 48 hours. I mean, let's be honest, I'm not going to be staying up the entire 48 hours. I'm going to try my best though, because I have a bit of a plan. And I have 2 books I really want to read for this vlog. Before I begin, don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss them. And I have all of the links to my social media in the description. Why did I go weird there? So anyway, yes, it is Becca's Bookoplathon weekend, and if you do not know, Becca from Becca and the Books has this incredible Bookopoly board that she plays every single month for her TBR videos, and she is doing a 48-hour readathon for Bookoplathon. It's going to be entirely live as well, which is going to be one of the main things about this readathon. Every 4 hours there's going to be a new host on their channel, and Becca is starting midnight tonight, and then it's going to change every 4 hours. I am hosting midnight tomorrow night, so like Saturday night / Sunday morning is when I will be hosting one, and I cannot wait. I have so many things planned for it. It's going to be a proper slumber party, and I mean, I'm so excited. With Bookoplathon there are roll drops, and they give you the prompts, so they are happening every 12 hours. They are happening every 12 hours. No. Yeah, I am praying to God that all of the roll drops will fit the books that I want to read for this weekend, because I cannot squeeze anything else. I can't. I'm not the 2 that I have on. I can't squeeze any more on. I just can't. The first 2 roll drops actually fit really well. So we had Dark Cover and Fantasy. Those were the first 2 roll drops. And I can fit both of these into the... Well, I picked one and one. Okay, so anyway, the 2 books I'm reading for this vlog are A Court of Frost and Starlight and A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. And this is going to be a totally spoiler-filled vlog, so if you have not yet read these books and you want to and you don't want to be spoiled, then I would suggest not watching. I mean, it's going to kill me. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna kill me that you aren't gonna watch. But maybe if you can come back when you've read them, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So if you want to come back, I will be talking spoilers, and I'm so excited for I'm so excited for this one. This one, not that much. It is a novella, so I should get through it relatively quickly. There's only 229 pages of this one, but there are a hell of a lot in this one. I can't be bothered to open it, that's how big it is. I've been meaning to read this one for ages, and I know I can probably read this before I read this one. Like, I don't think it matters that much, but I still want to read this one first, so I will be reading it midnight tonight. It is only, well, it's not even 8 PM yet, but I just wanted to let you guys know ASAP, you know? But yeah, these 2 books are set in the A Court of Thorns and Roses world by Sarah J. Maas, and this one features Feyre, who was the main character in the first original 3 books of the series, and then we go into following Nesta, who is Feyre's sister, and Cassian. I've heard there is so much Fae smut in this. I am so excited for all of the smut. I'm a sucker for a really entertaining read. Like, I don't care if this is not the best book I've ever read, as long as it entertains me and thrills me. It's going to do the job. I think it's going to do the job. I won't really be able to explain more about them until I've read them, I guess. I don't know what else I'm doing in this vlog, to be honest, because literally all it's going to be is me tuning into as many live shows as I can, reading as much as I can. There's not going to be any leeway for B-rolls. Like, how the hell am I going to have time to film a B-roll? It's just not going to be possible. I will check in every now and then, though, to update you. Oh, God, it's just so beautiful as well. I'm honestly just genuinely so excited. Oh, that is the introduction. I don't know what else I can give you. We've just done the first sprint for Becca's Bookoplathon. We read for 20 minutes. And I've been listening to the audiobook while I've been reading this, and I am on chapter 3. I really like the fact that the first chapter was in the POV of Feyre, second one was Rhys, and then chapter 3 is going to be Cassian, so I really like that. Am I zoomed in? Oh, I didn't. Oh, crap. I've been filming my videos. Like, shit. I literally could not tell you what the fucking plot is of this. I really couldn't. Not gonna lie, it's just been a lot of talking. There was a bit of a conversation between Cassian and Rhys just about life and about peace, and it is following the events from ACOWAR, and there are mentions of things that happened to Nesta and Elaine at the end of ACOWAR, which I guess is a spoiler vlog, so you'll already know, but it's when they were forced to be made. And I like that seed of conversation between Rhys and Cassian in this one, because I do know that in A Court of Silver Flames, it does have more of Nesta and I guess what she's going through. So it's going to be really interesting, and I really do like the seeds of that in this. But again, I just could not tell you what the fuck has happened so far. There was brief reference to Rhys and Feyre having sex in the sky and crashing into a rooftop or something, but like I don't know if he was like being really serious about that, because he said like she laughed or something and he came just at our laugh or something. Yeah, he came because she laughed and it sounded husky. I guess he likes huskies. He likes the sound of a husky laugh. I don't think that was a husky laugh. Anyway, I'm gonna listen to what these guys are saying. I've just muted them for a sec so I could let you know that Bookoplathon has started. There are actual birds singing outside right now. It's nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm already in bed. I'm going to sleep. I finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. Nothing fucking happened. I'll talk about it properly. I'm too tired to talk about it now, but I'll talk about it properly when I wake up. So I will see you in a few hours. I mean, I'll probably, it's like 5. I'll have like 4-ish hours sleep, 4 or 5 hours sleep. That's the plan. I'm trying to join every person's live shows. So that's what I want to do. So I'm going to try and get at least 4 hours sleep minimum. Minimum, yeah. So I will see you in a few hours. Good night. Oh, fucking hell, that was the wrong way. Got my glass of wine, finished my first book for this reading vlog, and I'm all set. Mel from MelReads has asked me to join her reading sprints, which are happening in like 15 minutes. So I will be joining Mel and Jaleesa and Kirsten and Christine. So I'm really excited about that. Honestly, I love that reading sprint so much. So I will quickly tell you what I thought about this one, but I can't really tell you a lot about it. Like, there wasn't really any plot. There's like a lot of talk with the courts and like with Rhys and Feyre, as well as Tamlin as well. There was some interesting things with Tamlin. It actually felt a little bit bad for Tamlin, but not enough to make me change my opinion on him. He's still a dick. But even like the smut in this, I thought it was very tame. I didn't think it was that great. So I'm gonna end up settling with like a 3-star for this one. I mean, I kind of expected that going into this, because I have heard people talk about this in the past, that it doesn't really have a plot and it's just like very easily skippable. I will say that I did really enjoy some of the moments with Nesta and Feyre and Elaine. It made me feel a little bit bad for Nesta as well, because even though she is purposefully putting herself on the outside, I can kind of see why, like not to the extent that I think everything she's doing to Feyre and Elaine and kind of just really pushing back at them, or mostly Feyre actually. I don't think that's like totally forgivable or anything, but I can kind of see her pain, and I think this does a pretty good job at making me really interested in A Court of Silver Flames, especially to do with what Nesta is going through, especially because there was a moment when she's hearing the fire crackling and she remembers her father's neck being snapped, and it was like little things like that that really added to this, I thought. And I'm glad I read it. I'm really glad I read it before Court of Silver Flames because I thought it was a decent enough read. It gave me a taste of the world again. And I think this came out like 4 years ago. So the fact that people have had to wait 4 years from this to A Court of Silver Flames is... I can't imagine what you guys went through. I'm so sorry. Ashlee and Leanne are back from their sprints now. So yeah, I mean, not a lot. Let me tell you what my favourite line in this is, though, because I do have a favourite line. Eat the food first, then I'll eat you after. I love that so much. But yeah, it was essentially just like Feyre's birthday, it was the winter solstice. Oh, well, actually, yes, saying that, winter solstice, I really enjoyed the atmosphere. I liked the snowy setting and the little touches of description for the setting was actually really quite nice. I did like that. It got me all in the wintry mood, should I say. Even though I think today is the first day of spring, so bye-bye winter, hello spring, yeah, fuck you. So I have been reading A Court of Silver Flames during the sprints today. I tuned into the last half of Steph's sprints and continued into Ashlee's sprint. So I started this morning. I'm on page 145, so I'm making really good progress. Again, I'm going live in like 10 minutes, so I will not say what I think about this yet. I will say that I am enjoying it though. The live with Mel is literally in 10 minutes, so I'm not going to tell you my thoughts on this just yet. So you'll have to wait a little bit for me to tell you what I'm thinking. So see you at the live.
Fire emoji, lol. Hello!
Yeah.
Hello! For real though, if Gavin is awake by Friday sprints, y'all better bet he gonna be here, okay? I'm gonna be like, hello?
I love watching you four. Like, it's like, I mean, I love joining you guys, but like, it's you four. It's like the chemistry, it's the Fantastic Four. It's a bit like, you know, somebody coming into a TV show halfway through the second season. It's like, like this. I mean, I guess to parents,
No,
I'll
but
kind of
like, we don't be cracking jokes like that. You be having them ready. Like,
Ready. Like, for making this happen.
Really.
So, you do just fall
Eat
asleep.
with nutrition in your body. Just
nutrients is the word.
Look at all those chickens. Okay, Matthew Gavina has got this.
Oh no.
Okay.
okay, let's have a polyamorous relationship. We just listen to Gavin and Mel.
Look,
Wait,
Gavin's angels. What are Gavin's angels? I don't know what you're
Why? She was ready.
What's her pose? This mine. I gotta have two. You feel me? Pew pew. Look. Don't play with me. That's gonna be me at your wedding. I'm ready.
Sorry. Yeah, Christine is ready to rumble.
Look, this is what I do. Pew, pew. Heart.
Oh my gosh.
I'm literally crying.
Okay, I'm just embarrassed. I'm just gonna stop.
I'm just laughing at this question in the middle of the pew.
I know, right?
I don't know what to say.
I'm 6 foot minus 2 inches.
5'8"?
5'10".
No, 5'8".
5'9". 5'9".
5'10".
Oh, 5'10".
Wait, honey.
I guess
I remember my own sprints.
oh, what?
I laughed so much during the sprints with Mel, Jaleesa, Kirsten, and Christine. I've actually given myself a bit of a headache. So I've not laughed so much in so long. And you know when you laugh so hard and it hurts your head? And I don't even know if the camera's even pointing at me or not, but we're just going to have to roll with it. I'm using Deja's sprints to kind of just lie here with this sleep mask on. So I am... Oh, what? Oh, I forgot what page number I was on now. I am on page... Oh, 350. I'm on page 350. I'm liking it so far. And I don't think I'm going to tell you too much about what I think about it again just yet until I am ready to let you know my thoughts about it. Because I also do want to use this time wisely. But I do like what I'm reading so far. Not much has happened. And I would like a bit more plot. However, there has been some really raunchy, steamy scenes so far that I really enjoyed. And I did end up reading them during the live show. And I had moments. I had moments. So far, so good, actually. I mean, I'm not being thrilled at the minute, but I'm liking the characters enough. So yeah, I'm literally doing not even nap sprints. I'm not napping. I'm just lying here doing nothing. So I'm just going to do nothing sprints for a little bit before my live.
Are we live? Yeah!
We're live!
Hi, everyone. I don't think this one's going to be that bad. I haven't had a gummy worm in a long time.
Okay. Tastes good. How do you make somebody like the solo screen again? So there we go. Here we go.
No, just what do you mean? Cheers! Oh wait, where's the camera? Okay, no, it looks like I'm trying to feed the audience. Sorry. That one's not sour at all. Like, I could eat these all day long.
What tasted suspicious to me. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Look like you're dying. You can see like how much I'm struggling. Look at everyone's like, she's crying, she's so red. It's really like sour. I'm really nervous for this one. Somebody said in the comments that this burned them, and now I'm like, okay.
3, 2, 1.
It doesn't even, there's no flavor. The flavor is burn.
It's the flavor is burn. Drink whatever you want, guys. If you don't want to, you don't have to drink alcoholic. You can absolutely just have a hot drink again. You can have a hot chocolate tea
or a mocktail. Those are just as fun because it's like basically a milkshake. So I love mocktails.
I don't know if I've ever had a mocktail because I've always just wanted the cock. I mean, and the cock in the tea. I've always wanted the cocktail. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I wanted. I
I
didn't
have,
mean
to
it.
keep, I have to keep muting myself because I'm doing the unattractive, like, wheezy sound. And I'm just like, why is this all live?
Literally coming back from a reading sprint in 2 minutes, and I put on my face mask. It's a Cruella de Vil face mask, if you cannot tell. And I cannot wait to surprise everyone with it. So, let's do this. Oh, also, I have my wine. Hey, Lexi.
What is it? Does it look bad?
Well, all I can say is Gavin can't come to the live show right now. Why? Oh, because he's dead.
That scared me. Oh my god, I can't look at it. Gavin, I'm so scared. Oh no. Oh my god.
Like, this is like two different kinds of people right here. We have Lexi, who is just like so flawless and glamorous, and here's me, literally an old witch. How can you even
My
tell if
cat
I'm
left.
flawless?
You scared my cat.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Everyone is so upset about it. I'm sorry.
Tell yourself I'm the witch.
You're the only person who could carry that mask. You look flawless. I'm hyping you up in my head, I swear.
Look, this is...
I can't hold anymore. Can we do a cheers to Becca?
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Becca.
Cheers to Becca. Oh, God damn it. You're Snow White and I'm the whole tag right now.
And they're awesome because you can put them in the refrigerator. And when I can't leave, when you're really stressed out,
Oh, Titanic. That would be really sad.
Yes, because, well, I know, but like Jack Dawson is Bay forever. He is the love of my life. So I would love him to sing to Rose. I think he could have fit on the door though, and I'm still really pissed.
Went right in my mouth.
And that's the end of the mask. All right.
It's the morning after. I'm currently watching Beth on her live stream, and I have been up for a little while. I've had breakfast, I had coffee. This is my second coffee, and I'll show you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. But I'm only really just starting to get back into the spirit of Bookoplathon now. Honestly, this vlog is all over the place, I cannot tell you. But I did my live show with Lexi last night, and honestly, yesterday and like last night with the live shows, I've not laughed as much as I have in such a long time. Like being in the sprints with Mel, Jaleesa, Christine and Kirsten, I laughed so much I gave myself a headache, but I think I already mentioned that. And then the one with Lexi, the amount of times we laughed during that as well. I need like to recover from it all because my stomach hurts. Sorry, not the flatterinest of angles. Okay, I mean, I didn't tell anyone this during the live, but about 2 hours before the live show, I was like being sick. But I feel fine now. I feel fine. I think it was just the fact that I had not a lot on my stomach, and I then ended up having some wine for Mel's sprints. And while I felt like great during the entire like sprints, as soon as we went off air and I got up and I was moving around, I just felt like I was gonna be sick. So I was sick, and then I felt great. I felt fine again. I think it was just one of those things where I just needed to get it out and then carry on. The show must go on. And yeah, I'm so glad the show did go on because, oh my gosh, like, I just feel so blessed. So blessed being a part of two incredible live shows yesterday, slash last night. So yeah, I will give you a proper update on Akosf because I am on page 476 now, and I'm definitely finishing it today. I'm gonna try and do the other prompts for Bookoplathon, but we'll see. All I can say about this one so far is that there has definitely been a lot of smut and more smut than I was expecting. People warned me. People said, oh, there's a lot of like face smut and stuff. But even though people told me that, I still wasn't prepared. I just wasn't prepared at all for this, which is great. I've been loving it. Not much plot going on, so I'm finding myself a little bit bored every now and then. But I mean, I'm here for the characters and I'm just loving the characters and I'm really liking Nesta. I do like her, I like her complexities, and I'm really excited to see what comes next. But I will talk, like, spoiler filled, I will talk more about it once I feel a bit more alive, because I'm just like, whew, I'm just a bit woo right now. But I mean, I do feel great, but I feel a bit woo. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on with Bookoplathon. Oh my god, not Nesta telling Feyre that she's gonna die. I don't know how I feel about that because I haven't explained anything up to this point, but there is a story in this where Feyre is pregnant with Rhysand's kid, but you know, the birth will end up killing Feyre because of the wingspan of the baby, and obviously her high fae body is not equipped to deliver that, so her life is majorly at risk. And Rhysand hasn't been telling her, and well, nobody has. Like, pretty much everyone knows but Feyre. Nesta's just come out with it, and I mean, she could have had a bit more tact. You know, it's your sister, and she might die. I kind of get it in a way because things are happening. Nesta's angry, but I just think there was definitely a better way of telling your sister you're gonna die. Just saying. I don't know if I agree with what Nesta's just done. It was hard because I really want to be on Nesta's side. Like, this is her story, this is her book, and I really want to be on Nesta's side. She just makes it a little bit difficult sometimes, but yeah. I look like shit, but I am running the bath, and it's during Aaron's from Booked and Busy's reading sprints, so that's fine. I'm just gonna go in the bath. I'm gonna have bathing sprints and listen to my audiobook while I'm doing that. So, but yeah, I mean, things have definitely picked up quite a bit now. I really want to take this sticker off, but I'm more scared about the residue that will stay there if I do. Oh, but it's annoying me so much. Let's try it out. It might not be too bad, actually. Oh, okay. It's not leaving residue. Oh. Oh, that sticker porn, that is. So I have just been watching Cody's sprints, and I only had maybe like 100 pages left, maybe less, to read during Cody's sprints, and I managed to finish A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. I want to preface this firstly by saying I know Sarah J. Maas is not the best writer in the world, I know this is not the best book in the world, all of that kind of stuff, I know this, but I cannot help enjoying the world of A Court of Thorns and Roses, okay? I am a sucker for it. I am here for fairy smut, okay? I'm sure we said this on Mel Sprints, but we do not read this for the plot. We read this for the smut, because plot, who is she? You know what? A lot of people warned me that there was a lot of face smut in this. And even with all of those warnings, I was still blindsided by the amount of smut in this. I mean, I'm not even joking. There was sex on every other page. And I loved it. I loved that. It's essentially why I wanted to read this as well. I'm sorry about my face as well, if it looks a bit blotchy. I did burst the blood vessels in my face after I was sick yesterday. I'll let you know what I rate this after I tell you my thoughts on it. So I guess the main thing I want to talk about really is Nesta as a character, because this does follow Nesta, and she is recovering from a lot of the events that happened in the third book in the series, as well as, you know, there were some seeds of a storyline in A Court of Frost and Starlight too. But it was mainly a response to the third book in the series, and I really liked the exploration of that. One of the things I think this book did so brilliantly well is the exploration of Nesta's character. She's always been a character I have liked reading. She isn't one that I was ever, you know, enamored by. She would treat Feyre like crap a lot of the time, and I didn't see very many redeemable qualities about her in the original ACOTAR series. But this book totally makes me do a 360 on Nesta's character, because she was very relatable in this. I felt like there were so many times when I could look at Nesta and think, wow, I can see so much of myself in you, you know, like I never felt that way about Feyre. So the fact that I felt that way about Nesta was, I mean, I'm kind of scared by that a little bit as well, because Nesta does retaliate a lot and she is very angry a lot. But a lot of the stuff that she goes through, she explains what it is that she's gone through, and sometimes it's inexcusable. Like, one of the moments that I didn't really care for was when Nesta told Feyre outright that she was going to die when she gives birth. Like, I mean, the fact that everyone was keeping that secret from Feyre to begin with was not a good look. But I didn't like the way Nesta approached it when she just, like, ripped the band-aid off kind of thing, because it was said in such anger that she said it in a way that it came across that she didn't care. But because we do get more of her perspective, we know that she does care. But it's just the way she came out with it. You know, it's Feyre's life. I mean, I don't care how angry I am. If I knew my sister was going to die and she didn't know about it, I wouldn't just scream it at her that she was going to die, you know what I mean? So that is one of the things that I didn't really like about Nesta in this book. Honestly, my thoughts are all over the place, so sorry if my review is all over the place. I will be going backwards and forwards, left and right, side and front, a bit like Nesta when Cassian's fucking her. So in many regards, I actually think I prefer Nesta to Feyre after reading this. I don't know if that's a good thing though. I don't know if I want to be judged for that, but I just think, yes, she's done like quite a few irredeemable things in the earlier books. She does come around a lot in this one. I feel like we do get such a great look into her psyche and what it is that she is feeling, because Nesta is a character that feels so much. Like, she is bursting with emotion, and I don't think she has been able to put it into a productive way for her. Like, there is a great journey for her in this book, because she starts to train with Cassian and she gets more of her fight back that I feel like she's kind of lost over the years, and she feels a lot more independent. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, she does have this very connected relationship with Cassian, but with Nesta, her discovery, her journey of herself is very individual, because yes, Cassian's helping her, and yes, she's getting help from other places. A lot of the journey for Nesta was her mental health, and I don't think anybody could have helped her with that but herself. And I just loved the progression. I think there was a scene near the end where she is talking about how fire is something she's scared of, because the sound of it reminds her of her father's neck breaking. And there was a little bit of that in A Court of Frost and Starlight, actually, which I think I mentioned, and I like that. But in this one, she tries to combat that head on, and honestly, I just admire that so much. Like, it must be an awful, awful thing for her, especially since she feels very isolated from her family. She feels very pushed away from her family, and we see, they're like pretty much at the start, at Feyre's, when she has portraits of Feyre and Elaine, but there's no portrait of Nesta. Like, when your siblings treat you like that, I mean, I'm not excusing Nesta's behaviour towards her siblings, because they equally treat each other like shit. But I just think it's almost like they were rubbing it in, almost. Like, there were just moments where I could definitely feel on Nesta's side about maybe feeling a bit left out and a bit isolated from the family. Like, I totally feel that, and seeing that kind of almost get rubbed in her face a little. I don't think it was purposefully rubbed in her face, but I feel like Feyre and Elaine just didn't know how to handle Nesta, or like be able to respond to Nesta, and I felt like I just feel like Nesta's so misunderstood. So that is why I think I prefer Nesta over Feyre now. I really do. And also, maybe controversially as well, I think I might prefer Cassian over Rhysand. Like, I did not like Rhysand in this book. I mean, he's reduced to like a kind of cameo role. He does appear quite frequently, but after, you know, after the second book, he was such a strong main character, and in this one he's not, and I'm kind of grateful for that. I mean, saying that though, if I reread the first three, the second and third one, I know I will be totally Team Rhysand, but as soon as I've read this one, and I'm Team Cassian, okay? Let's normalize changing your favourite characters when you're reading books. Like, I think it's fair. So characters is definitely a huge highlight in this for me, because, you know, the sisterhood between Elaine, Feyre and Nesta does, by the end of this, get a lot stronger. And when Nesta finally gets her portrait in the end as well, like, I was sobbing. Like, that was just so sweet. But at the same time, I'm like, why didn't that happen earlier? I also loved Nesta's friendship with Emery and Gwyn. I just loved how they were kind of boosting each other up, and, you know, Emery and Gwyn have also gone through so much at the hands of male fays, like, mainly, but they've just, like, gotten through so much, and there's just this bond, like, they instantly bond, and, well, actually, maybe not instantly, they do take a little while to open up to one another, but as soon as they do, like, it's electric. Like, their friendship, it's a great friendship circle, especially when they do their reading, and again, we need to talk about the house as well, because the house is just its own character in how it can just give you whatever you want. But the fact that the house loves romance novels, love it. So during that reading, when they're like, oh, so house, what's your favourite romance novel? And then the house is also a part of that kind of friendship, and that I love that. Like, it seems silly, but I just loved it. But I do absolutely love how the house can just give you what you want. That is the house that I need in my life. To be able to ask for any kind of dessert or anything like that, oh my gosh, that would just be... Also, I'd probably ask for a 6-foot hunk with lots of money. Or a vibrator, you know, just as a backup. So as I mentioned, plot not really existing. There were a lot of character moments that I really liked and things that were building up. So I guess Nesta's training was a thing that I did actually quite like seeing, because with Feyre, she was kind of perfect at everything, but with Nesta, she really does have to try and try and try again. Again, another reason why I think I love Nesta more than Feyre. But I also love how, like, Feyre just, like, swoops in and, like, gets the most dramatic part of the book when she is revealed to be pregnant and she could die from it. And I was actually quite scared for Feyre for a moment. I didn't know if she was going to die 100%. Like, it would have been a bold move for Miss Maas to kill Feyre off. So, I mean, that's why I knew she wouldn't do it, I guess. I loved the drama of that. I loved it. And it also meant that we could have that moment between Feyre and Nesta where they finally say to each other, I love you. Like, oh, God, I love that. I love that. I love movies, TV shows where there's been a character who is withdrawn from saying I love you, and then when they finally say it, it's just amazing. I love the fact that Nesta saved Feyre. Like, it was Nesta who did it. And this is supposed to be Nesta's story, and I was so worried that Feyre would just swoop in and take the limelight. And while she does get the best award for most dramatic performance, it's Nesta who comes in and saves the day. I love that for her, I really do. Becca's going live in 10 minutes, and I want to finish off the vlog there. So I'm going to hurry this up. So the smut, okay, the smut. Oh, it's top tier. It is top tier. I mean, there was just so many mentions to the word cock. This blows ACOMAF out of the water, I think. There was just so much of it, and I enjoyed it so much. So yeah, I just loved all of the references to Cassian's dick, honestly, quite honestly. He just sounds like... oh. The fact that I read quite a bit of the smut scenes on, like, Mel's live as well, I'm going to try and put the clips of that in this vlog. But I read some of those parts, oh my gosh, like, I just wanted to giggle. Like, it was hot, but I just wanted to giggle, because I was getting, like, embarrassed. But it was, like, the hottest smut yet, I think. I think it definitely beats ACOMAF in the smut department, it really does. And it's probably the main thing I care about as well. Probably shouldn't, but I do. So overall, I'm going to give this a very solid 4 stars. This is, for me, a book that I needed right now, and it was just so enjoyable. There were so many great things about it. It was just maybe a bit too long for me. I definitely found myself getting into a bit of a lull in the middle of the story. Sometimes I was feeling rather bored because there wasn't really a plot to propel it, and I was just counting for the smut to see me through until finally got some drama. But I did think this was a really great read for me right now. I was so entertained. It meant I had a great Bookoplathon, a great 48-hour weekend. It was just fab. It was fab. I had such a great time reading it. But it was like 10 times better than this. So even though I've given this a 3-star, I might lower it to like a 2-star, maybe 2.5 star. And then this one is like a solid 4-star. This might have to be one that sits with me for a while before I really decide on a final rating. So we'll see. We'll see. I finished Akosf and, well, actually I finished Akafas and Akosf in one weekend. And I'm so happy about that. I'm so proud about that. And there's still one live show to go. So I'm excited. I'm going to tune in for that. Maybe do some editing sprints, who knows. So yeah, this was like probably one of the best weekends I've had in a very long time. I have not laughed as much as I have in the lives that I did. I've loved tuning in to every single live show yet. I did tune into all of them and they were all just so phenomenal. Everyone did such a fantastic job keeping everyone's spirits up, keeping everyone reading for the entire 48 hours. And it was just such a fun experience. And I can't wait for the next one. Oh, yeah. A fucking advert, really?
Just I've got a drink here. At about 5 past, just while everybody moves over from Cody. But yeah, if you guys, I've got like a great lineup here. When I remembered who I had in these sprints, I was like, it's party sprints. It has to be. Are you guys, is everybody ready for the surprise?
Yeah, I came with 3 shots.
Wow.
I need to grab one. That's what we're doing. Whoa! Yay!
Look, I came here to read, okay?
I have to go get a 4th shot now. God,
You want to
Go on. Get it then.
Okay, before we do shots, you have all successfully survived the 48-hour Bookoplathon. You made it.
I also think we're all a bit sleep deprived at this point as well, and we could do with some naps, because I haven't really napped. I slept very briefly this morning. I do not know what I'm going to do with myself next weekend. So thank you so much, Becca, for hosting such a fantastic readathon, making it so entertaining. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in as well and, you know, really played along with all of the live shows. Like, honestly, it blows me away every single time seeing how many people really took to the readathon and wanted to read together, and it was that feeling of unity, and it was really fun. It was just really fun. So again, thank you so much, and thank you for watching my video as well. I really appreciate it. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. So let me know in the comments as well if you partook in Becca's Bookoplathon, and I will see you in the next video.
Feel me, pew pew.